If you want to listen to all of the episodes from this series right now and ad-free, plus a whole host of extra fan club benefits, head to museumofpopculture.supportingcast.fm. Welcome back to part 3 of the Spice Girls. When we left them, the girls were on an unstoppable pop culture juggernaut.
For the girls who just over a year ago were knocking on doors trying to get a break, it's been a meteoric rise to the top. They told Exclusive they're delighted.
We're very happy at the moment, but you never know what's going to happen, so we just take each day as it comes, really.
Yeah, we've always said, the day we stop having fun and enjoying it, we won't be doing it anymore, so...
That's why our contract runs up next week.
No, I'm joking.
Coming up in this episode, they sprinkle their charms across the globe as they meet Nelson Mandela, Prince Charles, break America, and release the infamous Spice Girls movie. So, the Spice Girls are on top of the world, Susie.
Yes, they really are, looking down at creation.
Talking about on top of the world, I've just checked my Instagram. You're not going to believe this.
No.
No, of course not. Could you imagine? I wouldn't have come back.
You wouldn't have given it 30 seconds of me saying, what did you have for your lunch?
That's so true.
You wouldn't have been telling me about half a protein bar.
Yeah, no, that is true. What would I have done? I don't know. I fear I'd have slipped into the DMs.
I fear you would have too. And I think it's good for you that you didn't.
Huge fan.
I think your album is the best album of the last 25 years.
It'd be worse, wouldn't it? Because that would sound insincere.
Yeah.
Because he's saying it to them.
And I know you think that I might be being insincere, but honestly, I love it. And I saw your tour, and I brought my 7-year-old, and I did think it was a bit raunchy, but I still thought it was very good.
I didn't think it was a bit raunchy. I thought it was excellent, well pitched.
Did you? Okay.
Don't put your own frigidity onto me, Susan. Well, let's start with pop star Tories, because they've just decided to do an interview with The Spectator magazine, haven't they?
Yeah.
The history of pop, and, our good friend Sabrina Carpenter has come out against Trump. The history of pop is very liberal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Loath to say left-wing, because there's a lot of people that made a lot of money, but it's certainly very liberal. So there's very few pop star Tories, at least publicly.
Well, yeah, it's the arts, isn't it? It's the arts.
Exactly. It is people with, dare I say it, empathy.
Yeah.
But there are a few. Adam Rickett. Do you remember Adam Rickett?
I breathe again.
Oh, is that his
I
song?
breathe again. Yeah, he was in a glass box.
He was in a glass
Nude,
box.
I believe.
Nude. Yeah, well, you wouldn't have liked it. A bit too raunchy for your taste.
Yes, absolutely. Put some clothes on.
Yeah, you didn't even notice he was nude, did you, I imagine? But you're like Andy McDowell. Is it raining? I hadn't noticed. Anyway,
yeah. I thought you were saying Andy McDowell's a Tory then. I was like, oh, okay.
That's a shame.
I didn't really think of her as a pop star, but okay.
No, Andy McDowell's politics I'm not aware of either way, but do write in.
Do write in.
Adam Rickett tried to become a Tory MP. Did you know this?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
In 2005, so this was the third Blair victory, 2005. So it wasn't even a popular time to be a Tory. It wasn't like he came in on the Cameron intake. He was one of 20 candidates for Folkestone and Hythe, but he didn't make it onto the ballot. Is Folkestone where Farage? No, he ended up in Clacton, didn't he?
Clacton-on-Sea, yeah.
2010, the following election.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who came out to campaign for David Cameron? Someone we've mentioned twice in quite disparaging terms, once from us and once from Jerry Halliwell. Old Gary Barlow.
Oh, yeah.
And Tony Hadley, obviously, well, not obviously, from Spandau Ballet, he attended the 2007 Conservative Party conference.
Wow.
Where he said the fabric of society is torn. We need Cameron to be more like Thatcher, to say enough is enough.
And also, gold!
Well, do you know what, Susie? He was then greeted with impromptu chorus of the hit song Gold in the bar afterwards. Were you there?
Yeah, I was.
Well, you were at the 2007 Tory Party conference.
I stood for Thanet.
You did stand for Thanet, yeah. It's good for you to stand for something, after all.
Yeah, finally.
Phil Collins. So there's some big names. Phil Collins said he'd leave the country if Labour was elected in 1997.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He went to Switzerland. And in the 2005 general election, Noel Gallagher said, vote Labour. If you don't and the Tories get in, Phil Collins is threatening to come back. It's a great bit of work from Noel Gallagher, isn't it? Bit of fun. This is the weirdest one, Susie. I don't want to break your heart because I know this might hurt. Craig David. What was that sound?
He was born to do it.
He was born to do it. Wow. Let me fill you in on this.
Oh,
right?
very good.
Thank you.
We haven't got 7 days.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we've run out. But so Craig David did a YouTube video, which he later deleted. The song to the tune of Fill Me In, the lyrics were, oh, Mr. Cameron wants to change what we're going through. I hope that his policies will protect me and you. The fans were quite surprised by David doing this.
Yeah.
He deletes the video.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to hear his quote on it? I will go on record and say, I don't know what was happening there. That's Craig David's take on the whole situation.
Wow.
I will go on record and say, I don't know what's happening there. So in a weird way, I've come out with more respect for Craig David.
The honesty.
Because it was such a weird kind of thing to do. But there we go. So let's add to that. Well, not all of the Spice Girls, but certainly the loudest voices within the Spice Girls. They do an interview in December 1996 with The Spectator magazine. A journalist is called Simon Sebag Montefiore. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's a Tory.
It is quite mad. I read some of the interview. He describes the Spice Girls in December 1996 in a way to explain to people, like, of course, they've never even heard of the Spice Girls. It's really weirdly written because it's like basically explaining, obviously you wouldn't know about these people, but they're very popular with the kind of, it's really...
With the youth vote.
Yes. So, do you want some quotes from it?
Yes, I'd love some.
Jerry said, we Spice Girls are true Thatcherites. Thatcher was the first Spice Girl.
Oh.
I think that was Michelle Stevenson. Do you know Margaret Thatcher was thrown out just before she was replaced with Michelle Stevenson? And she said, I would have liked the money, but it was too pop for me.
Do you know what? She couldn't do any of the routines. Do you want to know why?
I think I do know why, but go on. Let's enjoy it.
It's because the lady's not for turning.
Oh, there we go. Yes, there we go. Also, she has incredibly hard nipples when it's cold, Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, God.
So, Thatcher was the first Spice Girl, the pioneer of our ideology. Girl power.
Oh.
Girl power's ideology was to slowly destroy the mining industry, wasn't it? That was the main thing. Yeah. But for now, we're desperately worried about the slide to the single currency. That was the main concern of the Spice Girls.
Well, they didn't want us to join the euro.
They didn't want us to join the euro.
That is... I wouldn't have guessed that in such a long time.
You might remember, Susie, towards the end of 1996, the Spice Girls were terrified we were going to join the euro.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that amazing? As for the Royals, said Jerry, misspelled, they're the best soap opera in the world. But also, if you look at the British Constitution as a big football match, they're like the most objective referees.
All right.
That's quite a good description. If you are a royalist, that's quite a good description of it, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not, but... She also explained where the V hand gesture comes from.
It's not peace, no. Is it V for victory?
It's our old friend Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
It's an incredible interview. Victoria says, we met Tony Blair and he seemed nice enough. Really charming, agreed Mel C. Jerry decreed, his hair's all right, but we don't agree with his tax policy. He's just not a safe pair of hands on the economy.
Oh, my God. Why were they getting involved? Who from their team said, this is a good thing for you to do?
It's stood the test of time. Victoria said, as for Major, he's a boring pillock. But compared to the rest, he's far better. We would never vote Labour.
And I imagine that's still true.
I can't imagine the time has changed that. I should add that Mel C does say, not in the interview, but later on, Jerry in the past was very vocal about her support for Margaret Thatcher. I'm from Liverpool. It was a name not celebrated in that region. They were never the thoughts or feelings that I shared.
Yeah, fair.
But these are more of the thoughts or feelings. We travel throughout Europe, said Jerry. All those countries look the same. Only England looks different. That's why the Spice Girls are profoundly suspicious of Europe.
Oh, my God. I wonder how she felt about Brexit.
Well, interestingly, Victoria and David came out against Brexit. And this interview was used by the Leave campaign to say, well, you've changed your fucking tune to Victoria.
Your tune changes all your life. You're allowed to change your tune.
The only thing you can't change is your charisma. Jerry said later the other girls were angry about being labelled conservatives, particularly Mel C, who's an out-and-out Labour voter from working-class Liverpool. Victoria leaned further to the right than me.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to guess at what Jerry's labelled Emma and Mel B's politics?
That they're not interested.
Emma, apolitical, correct?
Yeah.
Mel B, complete anarchist. Yes. See, I told you. By this point, you're thinking Mel B is a fucking legend.
Yeah, I've met her. She is.
Have you? Where did you meet Mel B?
I was opening for Joe Lycett at the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre and she came to the gig.
And what was she like?
Absolutely lovely.
Was she?
She came over to me and told me how funny I was. It was,
oh my
honestly,
word,
a great day. It was a great day.
And then she said, I'm just off to the shitter. Do you fancy carrying on this chat?
No, I said, I've heard about your piles. I'd rather not.
So, yeah, Jerry says the most popular rock bands like Oasis were gung-ho Labour supporters. Yet I've always felt it's a little hypocritical to have working-class boys earning millions of pounds at the same time criticising self-made people and entrepreneurs. When Margaret Thatcher died in 2013, Jerry tweeted, thinking of our first lady of girl power, Margaret Thatcher, a greengrocer's daughter who taught me anything is possible, kiss. She got such a backlash, she deleted her tweet. And then she released a public statement saying she shouldn't have deleted her tweet.
Oh my God. What a roller coaster.
It's real life is a roller coaster, to quote one of the boy bands.
You just got to ride it.
Yeah, you just got to ride it. Did you know that Jerry told Liz Truss to go for it in the Tory leadership election as well?
Oh my God. Jerry, get out of politics.
And she's been pictured with her arms around Nadine Dorries at Wembley Stadium as well.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought you just turned off into standby then, Susie. It was all too much.
My body went into standby.
So that is how they ended 1996. And then they begin 1997, January, by being nominated for 4 Brit Awards. Best Group, Best Newcomer, Best Single, Best Video. Single wannabe, video say you'll be there. The Brit Awards in the 90s is absolute peak drama.
Yeah, absolute carnage. Is that where Mrs. Merton went on?
Oh, and she said...
Before I start, someone's asking for Charlie in the toilet. So if there's anyone out here called Charlie, everyone in the bathrooms is looking for you. It was absolutely brilliant.
It was absolute carnage. So 1992, the KLF opened the show by firing blanks from machine guns at the audience.
Wow.
1996, Jarvis Cocker gets on stage for Michael Jackson's Earth Song. And he ends up kind of being arrested or at least questioned by the police.
Yeah, he bends over, doesn't he? And
wafts his bum towards the camera.
Yeah.
1998, John Prescott gets a bucket of iced water thrown over him by Chumbawamba's Dan But No Bacon. And 1999, worst of all, for the 25th anniversary of ABBA winning the Eurovision Song Contest, ABBA refused to turn up, so they do something called Thank ABBA for the Music. How bad does this sound?
Yeah, I remember this.
Do you? Billie Piper, Steps, Bewitched, Cleopatra and Tina Cousins performing a medley of ABBA hits.
I think that also was released.
Was it?
Because I remember the last bit was, we thank ABBA for the music.
Oh my God. That is bad, isn't it? ABBA so unwilling to turn up at things, they've now got computers to turn up to do their gigs. But they made the right decision with the Brits. So, February 1997, the Brits at Earl's Court, the Spice Girls open it with Who Do You Think You Are?
Yep.
Jerry, ideas woman. What does she do?
Is this when they got loads of famous women to be other Spice Girls with them, or was that just in the video?
That's in the
video. I remember in the video, there was Dawn French.
It was for comic relief.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
They walk out from in between a pair of legs.
No, that was when she was a solo artist.
Was it?
Another one of her ideas, yeah.
Oh, God, she really is an ideas woman.
She really is an ideas woman. No. What does she wear?
Oh, the Union Jack dress.
The Union Jack dress. So my stylist bought me a black dress and I thought that's boring. So I said, why don't we put a Union Jack on it? And she said, no, that's racist. So I said, well, let's put a peace sign on the back then.
Wow.
It's a Gucci dress, and the only flag she's got is a tea towel. So they cut up the tea towel and sew it to the Gucci dress. That doesn't feel real, does it?
I thought it was all sparkly.
No.
You could see her knickers. It was so short. And as you know,
You're not looking for that kind of thing.
I just think that let's keep all our clothes on. I'm currently wearing a roll neck with a shirt over the top of it.
You are.
And 4 pairs of trousers.
You are the ultimate prude. So you
I am.
So you found it too much.
Oh, God, being able to see your pants, yes.
Where would you put it on the Mel B going to the toilet with the door open and Sabrina Carpenter's tour show scale of too much for you? Too much is, of course, it's a Spice Girls song, isn't it?
Too much.
That is about you with any sexual content, isn't it?
No, it's not any sexual content. I just think keep your knickers
Okay.
covered.
There was another event at the Brit Awards, which is that Victoria Beckham thinks she's been shot.
What?
Yeah, Victoria Beckham, I should say, she has a stalker at this point.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And so they send her a letter saying, see you at the Brits at Earl Court on the 3rd of March. You're going to die.
Oh, that's frightening.
And so then some balloons pop during the performance. Victoria Beckham thinks she's been shot and goes down, assuming she'd been hit with a bullet.
Whilst they're on stage performing the song?
Yeah, apparently, and stopped singing in terror.
I mean, I don't think that would have been bad for the song. What I want to know is how recently had she watched the film The Bodyguard?
Yeah.
Because that's very The Bodyguard, isn't it?
Well, within the last 5 years, because it wasn't that old at that point. So
No, of course.
It is very The Bodyguard. And then the Spice Girls, they triumph for the Brits. They're the biggest band, and dare I say it, brand.
Yes.
They go big in merch. Did you have any Spice Girls merch?
What do you think?
I think you did, yeah.
Pencil case, file of facts, obviously loads of the posters.
And how cool was it to have the file of facts at the age of 10 with the Spice Girls on?
I had a very busy calendar. I had to keep on top of it.
Yeah. It strikes me as Chris Herbert at school, that kind of...
Oh, as if you didn't have a file of facts. As if you haven't done a routine about having a file of facts.
No, but the Spice Girls file of facts.
Oh, you would have had
bit.
a Blur one, please.
But there wasn't any available.
So I had to make my own.
Yeah. So you had the file of facts, the pencil case.
I had T-shirt with them on. It was like a crop top. I had all the merch you could get. I had a bucket hat. I mean, not all the merch you could get because, you know, but I would have asked for that sort of thing for Christmas.
Yeah, well, let you run you through the merch. Lampshades.
Wow.
Trainers.
Yeah, I had buffalo trainers.
Did you?
I had the trainers that they would wear, which were like these big chunky trainers.
That was the classic Emma Bunton, the buffalo trainer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
T-shirt you had, socks, torches, dolls.
Oh, yeah, I had a doll.
The Polaroid camera.
Didn't have it, would have loved it.
Bed sheets, clocks, Impulse body wash and spray.
Yeah, I think I got that from someone from Christmas.
Did you?
Yeah.
God, so you were a serious fan.
But it's not like now when a 10-year-old girl has the internet and can go, oh, well, I'm into K-pop Demon Hunters, or I'm the kind of person that's really into Taylor Swift. It felt like it was that or Boys That Do Indie.
Yes.
There was no women's football. There wasn't loads of cool things that you could see young women doing.
No, that is true.
So they spoke to girls like me in a way that, well, I was only 10, but I felt like I'd never been spoken to. It felt like it was mine. I felt like I had an ownership of the Spice Girls.
If only you'd known about shampoo.
If only. Then my hair would have been cleaner.
Chopper Chops lollies, they did.
Sure. I wonder what the flavour was.
Well, what they had, get this is good. It was done to look like a head mic, so you had it around your head with the lolly as the mic.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's cool, isn't it?
I might have a small memory of that.
This is how much they were worth. They did Pepsi, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got 5 million quid for Pepsi.
Hold it down, feel the noise. Let 'em know it's a vibe. Pick it up, it's alive. Move over, yeah. Don't do it over. Yeah. 'Cause it's over, yeah. A generation next.
Pepsi sales went up 5%. That is huge. Pepsi have made so much money out of that. If you think how big Pepsi sales are already, 5% of that.
What would that be in today's money?
What, 5 million quid?
I want to know what the equivalent would be.
Okay, well, why don't you have a guess while I get it up?
I guess in today's money, that would be 25 million.
10.5 to 11 million, Susie.
Okay, I'll overshot it, but that is still lots of money.
It isn't as long ago as it feels. It isn't that long ago.
Yeah.
They also do a PlayStation game, which sounds like the shittest computer game in history.
Yeah, really shit.
Did you play it?
No.
I can tell you what happened in it.
Go on.
You have to prepare the Spice Girls for a live TV concert by teaching them dance steps for the performance, choosing the song they will perform, and the sequence of the lyrics to be sung. When it's time for the show to happen, the player gets to be the camera person, deciding which camera shots will go and the angle from which the girls will be seen.
Oh, I mean, that sounds quite fun.
You're basically directing Top of the Pops.
What, you don't think directing Top of the Pops would have been fun?
I
Oh, come on.
no,
You
I
would
think
absolutely love to have been able to go and let's pan out to a wide shot of all 5 of them. Okay, and let's go in close to Victoria, closer still. Okay, great. Come out, they're about to do a routine. Lovely. Can we get the crane shot in? Yep, lovely. Let's get some of the crowd. Oh, that girl's really dancing. Get her. You'd have loved all that.
Do you know what? You'd be a good director. It's a
Yeah.
shame that you getting into it just as AI is going to destroy the job completely. But so you'd have enjoyed this computer game, Susie, because
I'd have
then
loved it.
Then you get to watch the video you've created as well.
Lovely. Going into the edit.
You'd have enjoyed that. I think it sounds like the shittest computer game of all time, but each to their
Well,
own.
I think you've done too much telly to find it exciting.
Maybe I am dead to the experience. That's probably what it is, isn't it? They also, and this is big, they launched Channel 5.
With Richard Morton.
With the comedian Richard Morton.
Welcome to Channel 5 on satellite.
It's a power of 5. Welcome to a brand new station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tune in now for a new generation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guaranteed to be the new sensation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who said? Spice Girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The hosts of the first night of Channel 5 are Tim Vine, the comedian, and Julia Bradbury.
Yep.
And the Spice Girls get 500 grand, reportedly. So they've got a song, which they do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a cover of the song 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do, do, do. That one.
Yeah.
And they do it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to launch Channel 5. So they just do that song, 500 grand, and that's the first thing when Channel 5 is broadcast.
The Spice Girls as a brand is earning crazy money. I would be really fascinated to know how much they were making personally.
Well, exactly, because suddenly you're thinking that 200 grand check he's given me in the sauna's not actually worth as much as I thought.
Yeah, and I'm still only getting £25 a day for food.
So they weren't part of the rest of the night on Channel 5. They just took their 500 grand and that was it. Do you know what their first advert was on Channel 5?
5 Alive?
No, nearly. Chanel number 5.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. I mean, I would say not the target demo for Chanel number 5, but
Yeah, and I'd also say that if you had to give a fragrance to Channel 5, it wouldn't be that.
it would be the Spice Girls spray that you had.
It would be Impulse.
It would be Impulse. They also do their own scooters. They end up in court with this. This goes badly. So they decide to advertise motor scooters in 1998. A month after signing the deal, Jerry leaves the band. And the scooter brand won't pay up 220 grand that they owed the band. However, the judge says the group knew that Jerry was leaving. It all ends up, and they have to pay costs and £1 million to Apria for this.
Oh my gosh.
Absolute controversy, right?
But I mean, they weren't seeing that £1 million either way. So what does it matter to them?
Exactly. How much, also, can we be honest? It doesn't strike me, the motorised scooter, it's too high a priced item to go, I'm going to buy one Spice Girls branded, isn't it?
I don't know. Some people have lots of money.
They do. Simon Fuller. So the band hit megastardom, February 1997.
Mm-hmm.
That is when the US version of the album is released. 2 number 1 US hit singles. Early 1997, a huge moment for the Spice Girls. David and Victoria Beckham go on their first date.
Wow, huge.
They've still not been around a year at this point.
Yeah.
David, not knowing how to dress, buys a full Prada outfit to impress her. And she says, he's like, I don't know what to wear. She's the one who likes designer clothes. And so he actually went out and bought himself a full Prada look for our first date to impress me, which he did because it was Prada.
Sure.
March 1997, they released Mama and Who Do You Think You Are?
Yeah.
Storms to the top position for 3 weeks.
Yeah, they released it on Mother's Day, I think.
Yeah.
And they had a video with all their mums in.
Pauline Bunton, my good friend Pauline Bunton.
Your good friend Pauline Bunton, of course.
My good friend Pauline Bunton, one of the many people I DM on Instagram, not including the person that hasn't bloody collabed with me. This makes them record breakers. First 4 singles have hit number 1, Susie. Stays in the charts, blah, blah, blah. So much success. They released their official book, Girl Power. 200,000 prints of it instantly sold out. It's translated into 20 languages.
Oh my gosh.
May 1997, the Ivor Novello Awards. They win the best-selling British written hit single, International Hit of the Year. It's just going amazingly. Then they meet Prince Charles. It couldn't go better.
And Jerry pinches his bum.
What do you remember of this event?
Did they play the Royal Variety? Is that what it was?
They attended the Prince's Trust Royal Gala show, whatever that is.
I just remember there being photos of them being all giggly with the prince.
Yeah.
And then I remember there being a rumour that Jerry had pinched his bum. And I think that some people thought it was amazing and other people thought it was deeply shocking.
Yes. Well, Prince Charles says he's a bit of a fan of the Spice Girls.
We believe that?
It does feel.
It feels like a stretch.
It does. The year after he's coming through his divorce, he's listening to Spice. I can't even imagine they've got a CD player, have they, in Windsor Castle? I mean, they can afford one, yes, but...
You think just gramophone?
I just can't imagine Prince Charles popping on an album.
Well, I think he'd get someone else to do it for him.
What, he'd get his butler? Excuse me, Jeeves, could you just put Spice by the Spice Girls on?
And could you skip it to track 4? Because who does Diana think she is?
Who does she think she is? She didn't get with my friends, and that was the main problem
Yeah,
with
that was
her
the main
being my
issue.
lover.
My friend being Camilla Parker Bowles.
My friend being my best friend, Camilla Parker Bowles. So Prince Charles is a huge fan of the Spice Girls. Were William and Harry at, 10 and 14 or whatever they were at the time?
Yes, I think they would have been. Whether you like them or not, it would be impossible to not be at I don't know, some sort of disco or party where that was played.
So what they do is they ignore royal protocol. Jerry and Mel B kiss him on the cheek, leaving
Shocking.
lipstick marks, and then Jerry kind of pats his bum. She's an ideas woman, Suze.
Her idea is he's single.
Yeah.
And I'm a Tory.
We've got very similar views on tax.
The Spice Girls arriving for tonight's gala performance and their first ever live concert in Britain. They walked in through the stage door at the back of the building. Shortly afterwards, Prince Charles arrived at the front. And this was the moment when girl power met the prince. Perhaps sensing His Royal Highness was a little bit anxious, Mel B, also known as Scary Spice, tried to put him at his ease.
I was asking a question. Can we come to dinner, please?
After asking for an invitation to dinner, she then brushed off his protests and gave him a kiss.
You've got lipstick on you now.
Mel C said, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing it. But now I'm really proud that the girls did that because I think it's part of the reason the world fell in love with the Spice Girls. We were kind of doing what everyone wished they could do.
I've never thought I'd love to pat Prince Charles on the bum.
Now the king.
Now of course, King Charles.
June 1997, production begins on the Spice World movie.
They performed for royalty and entertained millions the world over. But now, they're making
Got any paper?
a movie. Columbia Pictures presents The Spice Girls in their first film, Spice World.
If you wanna be my lover.
Is my dress too short? No.
I wanna really wanna zig
This film is not yet rated.
Did you go and see this in the cinemas?
Of course.
Did you like it?
I mean, I liked them. I think that in the moment I loved it. I've not watched it since, though. There are movies from that era that I do still watch.
I'd say it only maybe American Beauty has aged worse in terms of reception then and now.
I think that's a fair point.
So there's incredible amounts of celebrity cameos. Can you name any celebrity cameos? You've got Richard E. Grant?
Is Joanna Lumley in it?
Possibly. Let me tell you. She's
Go on,
not
tell me some of them.
So Frank Bruno was meant to be the bus driver. He dropped out because his son wasn't allowed to get autographs from them. That feels a shame, doesn't it?
Yeah, why aren't they giving his son's autographs? That's not a big ask.
I'm hoping that hasn't got through to them. Do you know what I mean? I hope that's been caught in levels of jobs worths, that it hasn't been a decision by the girls. The role then goes to Meatloaf, which arguably is a
better booking.
It's a better booking. So basically, this film is conceived, written, wrapped, and edited within 12 months while they're recording their second album. So they have a mobile studio on set, and they go to the studio between takes to record their second album.
That's mad.
This is what happens, Suze.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're in the Spice Girls. I don't know whether you could have handled it.
Oh, gosh, no, I couldn't have.
Princess Diana scenes. There was mention, not with her in, there was mentions of Princess Diana and scenes with Gianni Versace, but they were cut because both died before its release.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Feels unfair.
Yeah, I don't think you can say it's what they would have wanted.
No, it made more than $100 million in the box office.
Oh, my gosh. Who has got all the Spice Girls money?
They have got lots of money.
I guess so.
But still, there's so much money going around here, isn't there? The VHS sells 55,000 copies on day one.
Wow.
Then they go on their first world tour, right? They haven't even toured at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They basically have just done a year by now. October 1997, they launched their world tour, 85,000 fans in Turkey. Why Turkey?
Because it's where Jerry obviously has a career.
It's where
Jerry's already known as that girl.
That she wants to go back and show the people that doubted her who's won. No, they choose Turkey because the Spice Girls aren't very big in Turkey, but it's one of the biggest markets for Pepsi. So Pepsi sponsored the tour.
Wow.
And they have to kind of do all these Pepsi kind of promos. Before the show, they do a press conference where they hold up cans of Pepsi. Posh is asked, "Will you marry David Beckham?" And she replies, "That's none of your business. But he does drink Pepsi."
Oh, very good. She's always been business.
She's always been business, hasn't she?
She's always been business.
They delay their album due to the death of Princess Diana.
That's what she would have wanted.
It's what she would have wanted. Her final revenge on Charles, who can't wait for it to come out. Charles is absolutely chomping at the bit for his second album.
Yeah.
Just still spinning Spice, going, come on. No, it's delayed to allow Candle in the Wind to reign at the top of the charts. It's one of those ones, isn't it, where you go, yeah, you're allowing him to stay at the top of the charts is a nice thing to do, but conversely, you're going, also, we do quite want this to be number one, and so we don't want to come out at the same time. Their second album, Spice World, is released 12 months after their first. Sets a new record of being the fastest selling album ever. 7 million copies in 2 weeks. They do the double at the Smash Hits Awards, Susie.
Oh, yes.
The best band and the worst band. They win both of them.
There's a worst band award.
Oh, yeah, Smash Hits had some teeth, baby. Yeah, there's a worst band, there's worst haircut. They win worst band. Jerry wins worst dressed female.
Well, if she would show her knickers less, I think that wouldn't happen.
So I forgot that you're from the chattering classes now.
Just from the 20s.
You're from the 20s. Well, they meet Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
You're aware of him from the past.
Yeah.
Do you know what Nelson Mandela said when he met the Spice Girls?
I've got absolutely no idea.
You know, these are my heroes.
What?
Yeah, Nelson Mandela. So he's sandwiched between two Spice Girls outside his presidential residence. And he says, these are my heroes. It's one of the greatest moments of my life. And the Spice Girls reply, wicked.
Oh my God.
It has got out of hand by this point, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really got out of hand. Did they pinch his bum? I hope not.
Bit of respect for the guy. He's been 27 years in prison. He doesn't want to have his bum pinched.
Do you think he thought they were someone else?
It would have been that he's a huge fan
Do you think they were the suffragettes? Do you think they were Emmeline Pankhurst and Emily Dickinson?
He's been in so long that he didn't realise that these aren't the suffragettes. Basically, Mel B says, well, this is in her diary, right? This is her diary entry for the day. We met Nelson and Prince Charles and it was fucking great. It was all very relaxed. Omar and Billy Ocean were there. The house was nice. I got Jerry and Emma in the loo. Of course you bloody did.
Huh?
And we nicked some bog roll and pebbles from a plant pot. I told Nelson what I'd done and he just laughed. Bless him, he's not got all his hearing.
I do understand the want to steal something from that sort of place.
Would you steal from Nelson Mandela's house? That feels
No,
like...
but I think if you were in Buckingham Palace, it would be very hard not to want to take something. I mean, I'm not saying that I would.
No, of course.
If you were at a state dinner and a teaspoon found its way into your pocket, I think you'd just accept it.
You just accept it.
But that was fate.
Exactly.
And you were meant to have a teaspoon from Buckingham Palace.
Or a piece of bog roll from Nelson Mandela's house. So by this point, the band are fucked, basically. It's so exhausted. You can imagine. Their touring schedule is insane. So Jerry goes to Simon Fuller and asks for some time off. He's in hospital recovering from a back operation.
Well, he's been flat out as well. So, you know.
He is in his hospital room with a full team working from his hospital room making calls.
It's like when do you remember that episode of Friends when it's sort of the lives they could have had and Phoebe is this really high-powered...
Yeah, it is like that. It's exactly like that. Yeah, Simon Fuller's like that. So Jerry goes to him. She says, Simon knew I had something to tell him. I sat on the end of his bed. I'm sorry, Simon. I'm really tired. It's the tiredness that causes depression. If I could just have some time off, I'll be fine, as good as new. Simon nodded and made concerned noises, and then he looked me in the eyes and shook his head. There are 2 reasons, Jerry. 1, it sets a bad precedent amongst the girls. If you take a week off, then everyone will be asking for one. And 2, we sold 18 million copies of the first album. That's the benchmark. We need to sell 19 million copies this time. I'll see what I can do about getting you a day off.
A day? I mean, surely he could have just said you can all have a week off.
You'd think, wouldn't you? It's not going to go away if they have a week off.
No.
And he has set... It's a mistake, because if he'd given them some time off, they wouldn't have done what they did next, which is on November the 7th, when they fire Simon Fuller, claiming he's become too controlling and limited their artistic freedom. So I'm going to take you through Mel B's diary of the day, because it's fucking great.
Love that Mel B was keeping a diary.
Yeah, I know.
Who is she, Adrian Mole?
Exactly. But do you know what? She should be publishing these diaries.
I think she has. That's how you've got them.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Are you trying to make the listener believe that Mel's given these to you? Oh, Josh, I heard you were doing a podcast about us. Here, have some never-before-seen diaries.
I went round to her house, Susie.
Yeah.
And you should never go to Mel B's and not steal something.
She was in the toilet anyway, door open.
She was in the toilet, door open. I put them down my knickers and I ran away with them.
Fair enough.
6:50 a.m, just about to land in London. Me and Jerry have decided to go on a mission and find out some things. She's going to do it her way and I'm going to do it my way. She's visiting with the lawyers to find out where we stand legally with Simon, and I'm going to visit Sue the spiritualist to see what she thinks.
Great.
You've got to love Mel B, Suze.
You got to love Mel B.
2:20 p.m. Everything I thought has been confirmed. We're going to ditch Simon Fuller and break free. This group is ours, not his. Jerry is waiting for me to arrive at her house. This is where Jerry and I kick ass, motherfuckers.
Wow.
5:40 p.m. The lawyer is talking to the publicist tomorrow. He's the most important person because when this is out, all hell will break loose. But hey, man, it's girl power. It's quite weird how Jerry saw the lawyers and I saw the spiritualist, and we both came to the same conclusion. This group will be just fine. Our schedule's already booked. We don't need him at all. 3:20 a.m. Here is the story so far. I went down to Vicky's room and Jerry was already in there talking to her about leaving Simon. Then we decided to call Mel EC in to discuss it further. To my surprise, she agrees with her hand on her heart. This is the right choice. Then Emma comes in and we talk for a few hours. I don't think she's in the right frame of mind to make any decision just yet. While we're talking, we find out that all the things he said to us individually. For me, this is final. He is out. 5:30 a.m. I've just come back from Jerry's room. Boy, that was funny. She rang us all up and said, come to my room quickly. I have the lawyer on the phone. So off the 4 of us went again. We're on different floors. So we're all creeping up and down the stairs, trying not to be heard by anyone. It was like a carry-on film. Anyway, we spoke to Andy Thompson, and basically Simon is going to be told by Andy over the phone that we've sacked him. We then release a press statement saying roughly the same. Simon has a 48-hour deadline to decide what to do. We have a meeting with Andy at 9:30 a.m. on Friday before rehearsals start for an audience with the Spice Girls. That's strange. My pen has run out. Oh, well, good night. Well done, Melanie. This time is my time.
You're right. Melanie B is the hero of this piece.
She's great, isn't she?
Yeah, I love her.
Basically, they then decide to manage themselves. right?
How's that going to go?
Well, they divide up the management roles between them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mel C's was discipline, rehearsals and sound check. Victoria is dealing with Charles Bradbrook at Deloitte's, not our lawyer Andrew Thompson. Jerry's was tour control, and she took it very seriously. Weekly meetings with the tour manager, Richard Jones. We discussed what was coming up next and any problems that needed ironing out. And believe me, we had our fair share of problems. So they basically, at the height of their powers, decide to manage themselves.
Wow. It's impressive.
Do you feel sad for Simon Fuller?
I think he needed to give them some time off.
Do you know what he goes on to do?
Is he linked to the X Factor and Simon Cowell and stuff?
So his next project's S Club 7.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you know what the S stands for?
No.
Simon.
Really?
Yeah, it's tragic, isn't it?
I hate that. Hate that.
It's really bad, isn't it?
Simon Club 7 is such a bad name.
It's so lame, isn't it, Simon Club 7?
Oh.
It's a bit hanging out with your lecturer at sick form, isn't it?
It's a little bit Hubbard. Herbert.
How quickly we forget. Quickly we forget that history is written by the winners. You know your Chisholms and your Browns, but you don't know your Herberts.
You better believe it.
2001, he creates Pop Idol.
Ah, yes. Okay, so not X Factor, Pop Idol, yeah.
And he puts Simon Cowell on Pop Idol. It becomes the world's most valuable TV format with a value of $8 billion.
He created that?
He created that. And then the X Factor happens.
Yes.
And he sues Simon Cowell over the X Factor.
Right.
Because he thinks it's a rip-off. 2005, he sold 19 Entertainment for $200 million. He's the most successful British music manager of all time. He then goes to manage sports people like Andy Murray, Lewis Hamilton, Bradley Wiggins and David Beckham. So he makes up with the Beckhams in the end.
Wow. And what's he doing now?
Well, I imagine he's just swimming in a pool of money.
Like in DuckTales?
Like in DuckTales. He's just swimming in a pool of money, Simon Fuller. But the sad thing is, Suze, the Spice Girls without Simon Fuller, they don't really know what he brings and the pressure he relieves from them. And so it's all about to go wrong. And we will find out about that in our final episode.
Oh, I'm excited.
Do you feel sad?
That this is going to be over? Me and you chatting?
If you're going to bring that up as well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I am sad about the Spice Girls, but you know what? It's been 25 years and I've made my peace with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, get ready to live that sadness again.
Can't wait.
We will be back for the final concluding part. Reunions, fallout, the Olympics, all those things are covered and more. And did strangely, and I'm not making this up, one of the Spice Girls claim they'd slept with another of the Spice Girls. If you can't wait for that, go to museumofpopculture.supportingcast.fm to join the fan club, or just click on the link in the show notes. There's plenty of other benefits. I won't bore you with them. Otherwise, see you in a few days.